Hey, Denny and Kim, how are you? And I see you're sitting in an Indian. Where the heck did you get this?
This is a rare Indian.
And what makes this four-cylinder Indian so rare?
Well, we'll start from the beginning. There's a good family here in Minneapolis, the Dan Olberg family, and they were really big into Indians and Harleys. And the father was an absolute genius when it come to motors and what have you. So him and his son had a real beautiful collection of these motorcycles. And Dad decided he was kind of like where I'm at today. They were going to retire and scale down their inventory. So I talked him into selling me this Indian. Well, it's an Indian 4, but the uniqueness of the bike is it's a 1942.
Yes.
And I think, I'm not a numbers guy, but I believe that the production on 42s was about 200 because of the war. Well, as Dan told me the story that was told to him when they purchased the bike, it was on the assembly line December 7th, 1941.
Pearl Harbor Day.
Yeah. Well, on Monday, I guess the crew came in, and of course, nobody, it's kind of like this beer virus thing we got going around now. They didn't quite know what they were going to do or how they were going to do it, so they didn't touch the line on Monday, but on Tuesday, they supposedly finished the line, and that was the end. Indian never made another Indian 4 after that.
Wow.
So this is, you know, I don't know, I've never checked the numbers on it. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm too busy running around trying to run my business.
Now, we did check the numbers on this bike, Denny, and that the engine number does correlate to our frame number.
Oh yeah, it's a legit deal. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a real deal.
Yeah.
Dan told me this windshield on this sidecar was a real high dollar accessory back in the day.
Uh-huh.
And you know, it'd be one thing to find an Indian 4, and especially 42, but to find one with the sidecar,
Right.
it's really special. So I would think that a collector, this should be in a museum somewhere.
Well, you know, I'm not one for putting things in museums. I think they should be enjoyed and driven, but that's a good idea. And it's less than 3,000 miles on there, and it looks like all original cluster and the whole deal.
Yeah, this is the real deal. I mean, and that's why I really stepped up to the plate.
Yeah.
And when I purchased this, because this is kind of out of my realm too, but the reason I bought it, I was born in 42.
Yes.
And I thought I needed something 42. But you know, my thing is I got hooked on British bikes when I was growing up, and that was where my passion was at. Well, then these darn Yamaha and Kawasaki's came along, and so.
So how was the side shift driving down the road?
Well, I haven't put a lot of time on these. I've rode this around the yard here a little bit, but yeah, you got your foot clutch, and you know, there's things a little unique about them that you know, and there's so many Indian enthusiasts in the country now. I mean, they repop just about every part you want for one of these now.
Sure.
But this is supposedly all original, legit stuff.
Well, that's awesome. Thanks, Denny and Kim. And we'll see, we got all our winter clothes on today.
Yeah, it's freezing in here.
Yeah, but anyway, the auction's going to be June 26th, 27th, 28th in Shakopee, Minnesota. And famous Denny Cannonball. And this is his amazing collection of cars, motorcycles, and memorabilia. And this is one of them, the 1942 Indian 4. And so go to VanderbrinkAuctions.com. And we're doing this in conjunction with Gas Monkey Garage. And Richard just left back to the warm weather. He couldn't handle it up here. And I guarantee it's going to be a good time if he's involved. So make sure to come to the auction and we'll see you there. And like Richard would say, woo!
And if he was in the sidecar, he'd be holding you up a can of beer.
Yes, he would. All right. See you at the auction.